apply my foundation. And you know, yeah, that's all I'm really going to show you. So I generally start with a primer. Start with this. I mostly try, and because it is the Pore Professional, I try and focus mostly on the sections that I feel are really bad with pores. I do it all over my face, but I concentrate mostly on the bad pore sections. So here on the chin, the cheeks, and forehead. And the reason I'm doing this is I thought I'd show you how I do my foundation, because I pretty much do my foundation the same every single time. So, you know, everybody doesn't need a tutorial for every single time I do it. Right at the moment, I'm using this BB cream, and usually when I do BB cream, I just use my hands. Otherwise, I have a couple brushes that I use for foundation, and that's these three. They're my absolute favorites, depending on what type of application you're looking for. This is the stippling brush by Real Techniques. Absolutely love these brushes. I use their blush brush, which you'll see later. It's absolutely fantastic. This is the Sit4 brush. It's a little angled, and it's a lot more dense. Well, it's about as dense as this one. So those two are really nice. All foundation brushes are really dense. This one's more like a paintbrush, and it was the first foundation brush I really had, so kind of why I love it so much. But first off, I will put on this. I'm not really liking the consistency right now. When it gets old, it gets kind of oily, which is kind of gross, because as you can see, it has a lot of watery, creamy liquid to it. Just look at that. Running down my finger there. Really gross, and I'm not particularly fond of it. And so what I'm really trying to do is just use it up. I'm not going to be looking at you for a moment, because I'm going to be, instead of looking at my viewfinder, I'm going to look at my mirror. So I just do a couple dots like this. You know, typical foundation application. For me, anyway. And then, I got my wedding rings. I just rub it out like this. And I've learned that you want to go down with your foundation so that all the little baby hairs, peach fuzz, all that kind of stuff doesn't stick up. Nose rings. Some days they're the bane of my existence. I love my nose piercing, but I hate my nose piercing. This has, though its consistency goes funny after a while, and I mean, this is a new bottle. I've had it for not that long, and I've used it but it could just be that this stuff needs to be used within, you know, first 5 months of owning it. So that's pretty good. I usually have a... It has pretty good coverage. Covers the face nicely. And so what I then do is I go in with my concealer and try and block out all the really bad red sections, which I have a lot of at the moment. all over the place. I feel super greasy. And this stuff does not help. So I'm using the Urban Decay Pencil Crayon Concealer in the shade, I have no clue, it doesn't actually say it on the bottom, but it's probably one of the lightest shades. And then I go in with my Beauty Blender and then just blend those suckers out. So I just blend, blend, blend. I don't dampen my sponge, which I probably should, but you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Plus you have like a glass of water nearby, and your sponge isn't already pre-used, as you can see. Like, I'll admit, I'm terrible for cleaning my brushes. Absolutely terrible. And if I find any that the spots are sticking up particularly bad, I will layer up. I've heard layering is a good thing. So, but of course, probably going with different colors. At the moment, I don't have like the green or purple for redness correcting and all those. If you're looking for that, NYX does some great concealer quads or palettes that have the green in them and the reds for the color correction. I'm gonna and this is probably the longest part of the process, the concealing. And then once that's done, I go in with my eyes and I use Age Rewind for the dark circles. Do a triangle up under there. Giant old triangle. Send it out. Triangle gets you the best coverage for under your eyes. And really changes the look. Honestly, it's the best coverage you can get. Now I just dab. Don't swipe. Tap. Okay? Swipe or no swiping? As many have said. That red spot is really, really red. Unfortunately, I have no color correction. And then I go in with this, which is sort of my kabuki brush, and this, and just buff it all out. Set my foundation and my concealer. And I'm almost out of this. Need to replace it. And what's nice about this powder is it's matte. So if you're feeling a little shiny, a little like a disco ball, this will clean you up and take out a lot of the shine. And I know So many before me have done videos like this, but each different person has a different technique, and it's always good to learn new techniques. I mean, I know a little bit about makeup, but I'm constantly watching others that know a little more than me, others that know a little less than me, to constantly learn. And I'm always wanting to learn. Especially if it's a passion, I encourage you to watch every beauty video that's out there. Of course, pick your favorites and kind of stick with them eventually, but no. Watch absolutely anybody and everybody that you can, because they'll teach you so many things. Of course, going to school will teach you a lot too, but I find learning from somebody else, someone that learned through trial and error, can kind of be a bit more of a lesson than others. And right now, that one is the bugger that cluster just does not want to cover up. I would totally use color correction if I had it on that cluster, but I don't. And see, my makeup collection is kind of large but small. And so to set the whole foundation look and finish off this face, the first blush, which is the foundation, I finish it off with the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. I could probably try, it's for oil control. It's got a little gray cap. You just shake it up and spray it on. And there you have it. That is how I do my foundation most days. This is most definitely, I think it was my favorite one time, but then started realizing what it did. And it's not my favorite so much more. But it's still a really good foundation. It does give pretty good coverage, and pretty much that's everything for today. So see you guys in the next video. Please remember to subscribe, leave a comment down below, thumbs up if you like this, and we'll see you pretty kitties later. Bye!